Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be making some upgrades on our Harbor Freight blast pot. So we hooked this thing up in our cabinet not too long ago and having a ton of problems with it clogging. So earlier this morning, I went and grabbed a bunch of fittings. What's in that bag there? To go to all 1/2 inch. So we have that. I also have a dead man nozzle over here that I've already gone ahead and knocked the pin out of and took the handle off of it. I think it is in here somewhere, but we're going to try that as well because that thing was super hard to deal with in the cabinet. So we took that little piece off the front of it. So we're going to try that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing up on the table here and start threading on all of our 1/2 inch fittings, make sure everything works, and then I have everything that we need. And then we'll take it all back apart, put Teflon tape on everything, and see how she works. Alright, so we have already taken this thing apart like a week ago. And also, we had also already installed a 1/2 inch ball valve. So for the 1/2 inch ball valve, you will need a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter, I believe is what the factory was. And then we have here a 1/2 inch barb fitting, a coupler, I guess it's a coupler, that's what you'd call it, a 1/2 inch T, a 45 piece, and then another adapter for that, and to make this thread onto the ball valve. Obviously you will also need another little coupler piece or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go ahead, get all this stuff Teflon taped on, and should be good to go. This piece, I believe, is the factory piece that the hose that comes down off the back and down, that's what's going to come into this piece here, and then this will thread directly in there. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm hoping that we don't have to change these wheels, but if we do, we can run back to Harbor Freight and pick some up. That's not a big deal. But anyway, I'm going to get this media out of here, and we'll go ahead and get all this stuff Teflon taped and installed on the bottom of our blast pot. Alright, so we've got everything installed here. Got the blast hose back on with the factory ball valve set up and nozzle from this pot blaster. So got everything back installed here. Now one thing I will say is this hose back here does have a little more slack. It's not as tight as it was with the factory setup, but I think it'll be just fine. If nothing else, we can pull it over and zip tie it to that leg over there and be just fine. Now, when I put this on here, I kind of pitched it to where the fitting come out just this side of the leg. There's a nice finger gap across there. Before, it was just kind of pointed straight into this leg, so pitched that a little bit more, and we are good to go. Now, with the factory wheels, you can see not a ton of clearance, but we are clear. So anyway, we're gonna set this thing off of here, bring our cabinet over here, and I got some powder coated pieces somewhere in here that I'm sure we can test out and see how well this whole setup works. If nothing else, I'll just get some regular painted pieces, stick in there, and see if this thing clogs up like it was prior. So anyway, let's get this thing off here and see how it works. Okay, so another thing we've done since we've last used this thing, we took the protective sheet off so we can actually see, and we added some foam insulation around the shroud here, so keep that from leaking. But we have our blast hose just run through this vent in the back of the unit here. That way we don't have to take this out and take the nozzle and stuff off. So we're going to go ahead and pressurize our pot. I have a piece of square tubing that I'm going to be blasting, and we're going to see how this thing does. Okay, so I don't know if y'all seen. I might put a little clip in there or something. Found a new issue, and this time it's with the air compressor. So that air compressor says it should do, I think, 15 or so CFMs, and it ain't keeping up. This thing is recommended to do 6 to 25 on your CFM, so I figure, well, we're right in the middle. We should be decent. Not great, but decent. We're running out of air. So, and that's 15 at 90 pounds. With this thing, we run it up to 125. I started blasting, and then less than a minute, minute and a half, we're down to 60 PSI, and we're not hardly getting anywhere. So, we do have another air compressor that is larger than that one, but it needs, I think it needs a compressor or a motor. I don't remember which one. So, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, hop on the four-wheeler here, go down there and see if we can look at it, see if we can find a CFM rating on it, and maybe we can go ahead and get a motor or whatever we need to fix it, and try it out. But on the little bit of blasting that I did do, this thing did pretty decently. I was pretty happy with it. So I have this winch plate, actually for a 420, and you can look, and that's a little bit of moisture, but did that relatively quickly. So I would say we most definitely helped it. So, like I said, now we just got to figure out our air situation. So, I'll move this stuff out of the way. Go take a look at that other compressor. I think it is a 90 gallon. So, we'll run down there, take a look at it, and see what we can figure out. Alright, guys, so it's been a little bit. I would kind of move this over here. But I will say the pot blaster does work much better with the upgraded fittings down there. So we got to figure out about an air compressor, because this 60 gallon Ingersoll will not keep up with that setup. So what we got here, y'all see this in the next video. This might be the solution to that, or part of the solution. But anyway, guys, I reckon that is going to be all for this video. So like I said, on the pot here, all 1/2 inch fittings on the bottom, using the factory nozzle that came with it. And again, this air compressor, it won't keep up. So with this on the tag here, we got 14 CFM at 90 pounds. And I'm thinking if we do much more with this thing, we're probably going to kill it again. So y'all know, if you can see the burn marks back there, we've already killed one motor, and this one is not happy with life. It can't keep up. So we're trying to figure out about another compressor to kind of supplement that. But guys, I think that is going to be a wrap for this video. So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed today's video or find it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.